Okay, so you're a jewelry lady. Now what? What are your first steps?
So first, we want to talk about a couple of things to start with your money. So a good idea is to open a separate bank account for your business. Now, it doesn't have to be a business account. It can be just another personal checking account wherever you already bank. But that will help you to keep track of your expenses. And when tax times comes, it's way easier if you have a separate account. So along with that, you're going to want to decide how you are going to take credit cards. There's a lot of different options, but here's two that we recommend. Mostly it depends on your level of business that you're going to be doing. So if you think that you're going to be doing more than one or two jewelry parties in a month, then we probably recommend that you go with ProPay. So ProPay is the service that you can get that will allow you to take payments through the website. So that's the good part. The bad part is it does have an annual fee. So it feels like it costs a little bit more. That's why we recommend it only if you're going to do more than two or so shows in a month. Okay. So the other option that's a great option that we all used for several years before we switched to ProPay is called Square. You probably heard of it. You probably used it at other locations. So it's super easy. You sign up for a Square account. You want to have your bank account set up first so that you can tell Square where you want to put your money. And then you just order a reader. We found that that's worth it. They're $10. And you can either order them or sometimes you can find them like at Office Depot or whatever. And so basically, you're going to be able to take credit cards through one of those things. The other thing that you should start tracking right away is mileage. So just get yourself just a little notebook that you can keep in your car. And every time you go somewhere for Premiere, whether it's to an event or to a training or to the post office or to drop off your hostess's jewelry, anything like that, record your mileage because you will be able to deduct that because you're a business owner.
Okay, so your bank account is ready to go and your friends are ready to buy some jewelry. So maybe you're at an actual event, or maybe you're just wearing your jewelry around the office and somebody compliments. Somehow you're ready to start making money. So what do you do now? You're going to want to go ahead and take an order from her. Either she can order directly through your website, which you can set up, and there's a tutorial on there for you to do that with. Or you can take her order on an actual order form, or she can text you her order. You're going to come home and create an order and enter in all of her information and what she wants to buy. And you're going to take her payment either through your credit card, or of course you can take cash or check. You're going to deposit that in your bank. Now, when you submit the order to Premier, you owe them half. So remember how we've told you, you make a 50% commission. So let's say you sell a $100 watch. You collect $100 from her. You go home and enter it all in, and then Premier's going to charge you $50. And the other $50 is going to sit in your account, and that's your profit. So there's a couple things with that I want to mention. First of all, you've probably collected tax and shipping from her. So you're going to be the middleman. You're going to take that and send it to Premier. So you are going to owe them more than $50, but that other $50 is still in your account because you did take her tax and shipping, and now you're going to shift it off to Premier. The other thing is, if you've collected more than $200 in orders, your hostess gets free jewelry. And that's all from Premier. You just pay a $10 share every time hostess benefits are given. So if you have several orders and they add up to $200 and you have a happy hostess ready to collect some free jewelry, in addition to the 50% that you'll owe Premier for the jewelry, you'll put in a $10 share for her hostess benefits. And that's true if she got $60 in free jewelry or $600 in free jewelry, which does happen. Either way, your share is $10. So that's how you go through and send the money to Premier, and then you see what's left in your account at the end. Should be that 50% mark. That's your profit.
Okay, so while you're waiting to get started a little bit and waiting for your training show, you might want to get a few things set up as far as your office goes. We don't want you to go out and break the bank and stock your office with every cute little piece of paper. But there are a few things that you're going to want to have on hand, both just for your office and then for when you are ready to start having events. So one of those things is going to be catalogs, right? Especially if you are going to like an in-person event and you're going to have gals shopping, you need to have catalogs. So you can order those on the website. You can just place a personal order to get those catalogs. And you'll probably want to I usually take about 6 to a party. And then you're going to want to have some on hand for when you need to give one to hostesses or friends, whoever might want to have a catalog to shop. So you're going to need to have catalogs. You're going to want to have a calendar. And we highly recommend having a paper calendar that you can take to your parties. And Kate is going to reference this in a different video and tell you how to rock your calendar and how to have that all set up and marked for dates that you're available. But you definitely are going to want to have a calendar on hand. You don't have to use the Premier one. I personally really like it, and we do recommend it. So you can get that right on the website as well, and as part of your personal order. You can talk to your jewelry mom too if you can't find it. You're also going to want to have some manila envelopes. So these are just the 6x9 ones. So they're nice and small. You don't need to have a big one because our order forms fit perfectly in here. So you're going to be taking these to parties, and they're just an easy way to keep different order forms for different events separate, so you can just keep them all organized together. So you're definitely going to want to get a pack of those. You can get them on Amazon, get them at Office Max, wherever. And then you're also going to want to have something that your guests can write on when you are at the event. So this could be a number of things. This right here is the back of a binder where it was just cut off the back. And so you can use that pocket to keep all those papers in there, which will be referenced in another video as well. You can also use a clipboard, like a half-size clipboard. You can get those from Amazon or from any office store. There's just a number of different things that you can use for that, but you just want to have some kind of lapboard or something that your guests can use to write on. And since they need to be writing on something, you're going to need to have some pens as well to take to your events. So those are just a few things that you're going to want to go ahead and shop for and make sure that you have those ready.
Also, a lot of times you're sitting around going, I'm so eager to start. What else can I be doing? So one fun thing I recommend is just watching YouTube videos of premier jewelry ladies showing the jewelry. It doesn't even matter if the jewelry's retired or if it's the brand new collection that's just been released. It will greatly benefit you to watch a couple of those videos and just hear ladies talk about jewelry and fashion, because it's amazing. It is easy to listen to, but to actually speak it, it just helps a lot if you've kind of like soaked it in a few extra times. So I recommend that if you have some extra time and you're just trying to figure out what to be doing and to be wearing your jewelry and really just starting to pair it with different things in your closet. That'll really help too. So those are just a few tips that we had for you as you are just getting started as a new jewelry lady.